Hello and welcome to another update video about PayPal today. We want to cover PayPal. Haven't covered PayPal before. Had a few requests for this stock, and obviously want to get a little bit more into stocks these days, as explained in previous videos. So we take a look at PayPal today. I'm looking at 5 waves up here into February 21, so we can count that as a wave 1. It's a 5-wave move. I haven't shown every sub-wave count, but this is a 5-wave move to the upside. And then we had an A wave down, a B wave up, yeah, and this is a long C wave to the downside. And I can count in this C wave a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and we're now in probably what could be counted as the last wave down in a 5th wave. Now, this 5th wave seems to unfold as an ending diagonal, and this is now where it's getting interesting. So good news is, if we look at this as a 1-2 setup, then the 3rd wave to the upside should follow. But of course, we first need a trend reversal signal. I don't have that at this stage. Now, let's zoom in a little bit. First of all, what I'd like to do, if we look at the structure, we can see that price is still making lower lows, lower highs. So the downtrend is still unfolding. We're now on the daily chart. Let's take a look at the indicators here. You can see that we are starting to see some pretty nice divergences that have started to develop actually here in July last year. So we've got interesting developments on this chart, actually earlier, actually a little bit earlier, actually here in May 22, yeah? Oh, even earlier, in March 22. So what I mean is you have all these lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. But the indicator on the daily here makes certainly higher lows constantly. So this is certainly not a sign that we are turning around necessarily yet, but it's a sign that a turnaround can happen shortly, when then we need to be ready. I mean, this has been building over a year now, so it could indicate quite an impulsive reversal to the upside if it starts. But again, it's only an indicator. It's only a derivative of price. There's nothing on there that you don't see by just looking at price action. I mean, we can see that we had a pretty strong move down, which typically is a 3rd wave, 4th wave pullback, and this 5th wave is typical. It's typical for a 5th wave that it develops as some kind of an ending diagonal structure, very choppy. Okay, so that's what I'm watching for here. So based on this assessment, one more low would, I want to say, is needed, but it would be nice because then we can get nice 5 waves down. To counter wave 5 here, complete wave 5 of 5. Yeah. Now, what is reasonable to expect is, 1 second, I need to change the trend line here a little bit. Yeah, it depends on how we draw this, but probably like that. So we want to have as many touch points as possible. We had one fake out here. So as long as we are in this trend channel, you might even call it a wedge pattern, we'll probably be constrained by it. Okay, so that indicates we are shortly or very soon we're going to touch this trend line. That would be around $70, $71. So if we touch this and see a reaction, we could finally start our last wave to the downside. This move up is now a 5-wave move. Yeah, with the latest high, you can count this as a 5-wave move. So what we essentially want to see to indicate a reversal is taking place, I want to see a 5-wave move to the upside. 5 up, 3 down. This is a reversal structure. 5 up. But the problem is, the way this looks, it would only be valid as a diagonal structure because you have a lot of overlapping price action. The wave 3 would be too short and so on. So that means now that we have 5 waves up, I can at least work with something. What we now need to work to look at is, first of all, can we break out of this structure? If we can, then we might really start that rally sooner than expected. And target-wise, or let's say resistance-wise, we've got some structural resistance around the $77 level, and then 89 is going to be an important one, 88, 89. What would be nice is if we bounce off, come down, yeah, and then we are going to track bullish support, because what I want for a clear bullish reversal is I want to see a 5-wave move up and a 3-wave move down, holding a higher low. So what I can do, as soon as I have 5 waves up and I see a confirmed trend reversal to the downside, I can start to add support on the chart, a support area that needs to hold for a valid pullback trade and an upcoming rally. So we can do that with the Elliott waves, but we need to see 5 waves up first. Now we've got that, okay? But I also need to see the pullback afterwards. So as long as we don't have the first deeper pullback, you know, I can't say with, let's say, confidence that price has bottomed, because this is only at best a diagonal, yeah, but it looks still very corrective. So at the moment, I'm counting that as a wave 4 primarily, with one more low to come, while tracking a possible reversal due to the 5 wave up structure. But that needs to prove itself by holding a higher low if it does the first pullback. Okay, so we need to track that when it does the first pullback. But overall, I think we're fairly close here to a lasting low. If it's not in already, but I have no evidence for it at this stage, just a possible indication that we're doing 5 waves up, but it's not very clear because it's not an impulse, it's only a diagonal. So it needs a bit of patience. But yeah, I mean, we're now at $69. I mean, certainly in the next rally, if a third wave starts, it will have to go above $300. So I mean, we just by looking at that, you know, we've got a really decent reward to risk here. And essentially it should go higher. But until we have a low in place, there's no point in calculating targets to the upside. But a third wave would go above the wave 1 high, which again was around 310 US dollars. Yeah, that's my update about PayPal. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.